Hey y'all, Dana here in the kitchen today with you, and y'all come on in, let's do something good. I'm gonna show y'all something today that's healthy and delicious and low carb, but it's delicious, so y'all don't let it scare you. We're gonna deal with some zucchini. Now, if you don't like zucchini, I think you'll like this recipe. And we're also gonna deal with Rotel. Now y'all, Rotel is peppers, hot, jalapeno peppers, just a few, and then some tomatoes, so you'll love it. Now, if you don't like jalapenos, just use regular tomatoes. And we're also gonna do salt and pepper, and I'm gonna zhuzh it up a little bit with some lime pepper. Lime pepper from y'all is delicious in this. You're gonna thank me for it. You're gonna love this. And if you want some of this lime pepper seasoning, I'll put the information up above, okay? All right, now what we're gonna do right now is get our pan hot. Now y'all, this is just like you're using a pan on your stove, except I've got it turned on here. So this is like an oven, pan on your stove, and it's at about medium, okay? Medium. So what I'm gonna do to get started with this is I'm gonna spray it, because I don't like cleaning up a mess. And then I'm gonna get my olive oil and I'm gonna put it on here. And just that's probably about 2 tablespoons right there. And go around with it, get that started, and it's already, if you know what the sheen looks like when it gets warm, we got it there. So basically, I've just gotta start chopping up these. Now y'all tell me, how are you doing today? What's going on with you? Send me a heart if you love good, healthy, easy recipes. And y'all, I've never written this thing down because it's so easy. It's just throw it in the pan and cook it. So you can make as many or as few as you like, okay? Let's get that going. Let me get this a little hotter. Turn that up a little, get those going, and then I'll just do some chopping. And I gotta tell y'all something, just a great thing that happened to me the other day. I think I told a lot of you, if you listened to me, that I got to take this amazing trip out to Montana with my husband, and I got to meet the man. His name is Ethan Becker, who actually, his grandmother wrote The Joy of Cooking. And he said he would sign my cookbook, The Joy of Cooking. And so I mailed it to him, and I just got it back in the mail, and I am tickled pink, and I'm gonna show it to you in just a jiffy. This is still heating up a little bit. If I were over at the stove, it might already be going, but you don't have to worry about it soaking up too much. You just gotta let it get in there and go. So I'm gonna turn that up and step out for just a minute and get my lid, okay? It's right over there. All right. Let me put that over there. Have y'all ever seen a contraption like this? This is my mother's. And I have another one, but I keep it at the RV when we have to stay in Montgomery for a couple of months. So anyway, this is cooking. Let me show you my book, The Joy of Cooking. First of all, let me show you my cookbook. You can get Happiness is Homemade, y'all, on Amazon, or you can go, if you want an autographed copy of it, you can go to Y'all Sweet Tea, and they will mail you one. I've already signed them and they've got them. I'll put the links above so you'll know exactly what's what on that. Anyway, let me show you what I got from them. See my book, The Joy of Cooking? This is just one of my many cookbooks in my collection. Y'all, I have a lot of them. You can ask my husband. I have stopped counting them. But anyway, The Joy of Cooking, and he mailed it right back to me. I mailed it to him. And he said he wrote me this sweet note, and then he signed the book for me. So I'm tickled pink about that. Now, I know y'all may not get excited about stuff like that, but I do. But I want to tell you, a lot of good fortune comes my way, and I'm going to tell you why. Back when I was a young married, I started praying the prayer of Jabez. Have y'all ever heard of the prayer of Jabez? It's 1 Chronicles 4, 9, and 10. And if you pray this prayer, you better hold on, because good things are coming your way. But it says, "Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, and that your hand would be with me, and that you would keep me from evil, so that it will not bring me pain." And this young man prayed this his whole life and was very blessed. The last sentence of that says, "And God granted what he asked." And I will say that I have got to meet so many wonderful people, and do a little traveling, but meet a lot of people that I never thought I would get to meet. And I do credit it all with the good Lord and me praying that prayer, because He knows I want to see the world and all the beautiful things He's created. If y'all got a special prayer like that, y'all write it below or send me a heart so I'll know who my people are. All right, let's see what's going on with this, y'all. Okay, now we're cooking. So we're getting this going. It's getting hotter. And what we want to do is just cook it for a little while and let that start caramelizing, so to speak. So I'm going to turn this up a little. And y'all were my guinea pigs today, because my mother, I told her I needed this, and she said, oh, come up and get it. And she said I hadn't used it in decades. So I'm just glad it still works. It's a great thing. I'm getting it a little hotter. We're going to let that cook a little bit more. And we'll be back shortly when this is ready to roll.
Okay.
Okay. Hey y'all, we're back. Look at this zucchini. I gotta tell y'all something. It's gonna be so good. Look how pretty it is. Y'all see that? It's got that caramelization on it. It's gonna be delicious. Now, some people like their zucchini very, very soft, and some don't. So you cook it the way that you want to. I'm cooking mine exactly how I want it, and this is how I want mine, about that way. And how do you check it? You check it with a fork. Push it right in there and see if it's as soft as you want it, and that is for me. So I'm going to tell y'all how to finish this off. And by the way, I do not have a name for this, because I've never written this recipe down either. It's just so easy. So y'all come up with some names for me and write them below. And when this is over, I'll go up above and write the recipe down for you, and we can come up with a new name. But it's got the zucchini in it, and remember, next we're going to pour in the Rotel. Now, I like mine heavy on Rotel. If you don't, just do one. Ooh, baby, doesn't that sound good? Y'all know I laugh every time I get something cooking and it's gonna be delicious. But anyway, that's about enough of that Rotel. And I'm gonna tell you another thing I do. You can add salt and pepper, which I do. And I'm gonna put a little salt in here. This is my salt cellar. Just a smidge. And then I'm gonna jazz it up with some lime pepper. And this is from Y'all Brands. And y'all, this makes a big difference. Now, it's delicious without it, but this is so good. It's got the pepper, it's got the lime, and it just makes me happy when I eat it. I'm not lying, it is good. So we're gonna let that kind of sit there and look pretty, get warm for just a minute, and then how we're gonna finish this off is we're gonna put some cheese. Now you can do mozzarella cheese, you can do mixed cheese. This is a mixed cheese that has cheddar jack and it has pepper jack. So what we're gonna do is just sprinkle it over. And y'all, I know a lot of us are still watching our weight. This is low carb, we can eat this. What I would serve this with is probably a big burger, a hamburger steak, or a venison burger, or a big beautiful piece of broiled chicken, or, you know, something really delicious. Now you put as much or as little of this on there as you like. Now y'all, how quick was this recipe? It was so fast. Ooh, baby, you just get it all. We can have the cheese on the low carb, we can have the veggies, and we can have all of this. So this is how it looks. And all of this is gonna start melting. The cheese is right in here. I'm gonna push it down just a little bit. And when it gets melted, this is going on a plate for me, and I'm gonna enjoy it. And I hope y'all like easy veggie recipes like this. I know one of the recipes that has gone all over the world has been my Arkansas green beans. So I'm like, wow, I told my husband, wow, people like these vegetables recipes. So remember, I'm gonna pull out my brown drip. Y'all know I collect the brown drip. I love it. I've got a big collection. I also have some of the green. And I'm gonna just go ahead and load me up one and let it start cooling. Oh yeah, some of this that's melted over here. Oh yeah. This is it, people. Look at that cheese. Oh yeah. Now, if you wanted to turn it into a pizza taste, you could put oregano and stuff in it. But I'm gonna tell y'all, it is so good, so good. And of course, I pour some of the juice on mine. It's really good with this lime pepper. Okay, and look at that cheese hanging off the bowl. I know, we're gonna love it. And I've got to unplug this and let that cool a second, and then we're tasting it. Now, what name are we gonna call this? I think cheesy sauteed vegetables. How about that? That's a pretty good name. My husband came up with that one. And this is some hot stuff, so I'm gonna just look at it a minute and let you look at it. Y'all see that? Look at that. This is low carb, people, so if you're doing low carb stuff, you're good. Look at that. Don't you want a bite? Ooh, I'm gonna let this cool off a minute and then I'm taking a bite. Ooh, it's hot. I'll tell you what I always tell you. You know the good Lord loves you because he's giving you all this good food, and I love you too. And y'all, let me take a bite. I got cheese coming off my mouth. That is so good. Y'all are gonna love this. You're gonna love me for this recipe. What are we gonna call it? I don't know. All right, y'all share it. I love you. Go make you some of this wonderful stuff. Zucchini, cheese, Rotel, lime, pepper. All right. Bye, y'all. Love you.